Hey, what's up guys, it's JuliexKitten, and I'm going to be doing my first cosplay related video on this channel that's not a cosplay photo shoot. So it's going to be just a topic video as suggested by the title above. It's going to be how to pose for photos at a convention. My first, and I think the most important tip that I have to learn how to pose is to research your character that you're cosplaying as. For example, if it's from a movie, watch the movie, pause at certain instances where you think that character just looks super badass, and remember that, and try to recreate that pose while you're watching the movie. Also, if it's from a video game, play that video game, know how they talk, know what their mannerisms are, know what they do, how they do it, how they interact with other characters in the game or in the same genre as well. Just really research your character, do a 360 view, because that's really going to help better make your cosplay, because then you really get to know all the details of the character as well as what poses are going to be best for you. Another thing that I like to research for that character is other people that have cosplayed that certain character before. I like to look up their cosplay photos because I feel like when I see an actual person cosplay a certain character, I feel like I can pick up which positions work better, like which sides are more flattering, what poses worked for them, what poses maybe didn't work for them. I feel like I can learn a lot from other cosplayers' photos. Also, if, say you're cosplaying a character that you just love, you saw them and you're just like, wow, that person looks awesome, I really want to cosplay them, but you're not sure or you don't really know anything, you're not really familiar with any part of their world that they're from, like what movie they're from, what game they're from, what comic they're from, you just know the character is badass and you just want to do it. That's totally fine. Like, don't let that dissuade you. You can cosplay from League of Legends if you've never played it, you can cosplay from Lord of the Rings if you've never watched it, you can cosplay from Pokemon and never played it, it doesn't matter. You cosplay whatever the heck you want. But my tip to you is to research where that character is coming from. So say you're at a convention and you're cosplaying as, just for reference, you're cosplaying as Pikachu. And you're at a convention and you see someone cosplaying as Ash. You two characters get along together, so if you guys are asked to pose for a photo, you know how to properly pose for that photo. And it also helps because say you're at a convention and then say you're Mario and a Peach walks by and she's like, hi! And she's like super excited to see you because you guys are from the same universe. You want to make sure that you reciprocate that same excitement, because for example, I dressed as Black Cat to Wizard World Chicago last year, I think it was, and there were two Spider-Man cosplayers and a Doc Ock cosplayer in a group, and I walked on and was like, oh hi Spider-Man, and he looked at me and he's like, hey. And he totally acted so weird towards me. He was like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna walk away now. He didn't know who I was, and it made me feel really bad, even though that Doc Ock was just like, hey Black Cat, what's up? And it made me feel really good, but that kind of made me feel kind of badly. Then I was like, oh, I was kind of really embarrassed by that because that Spider-Man didn't know who I was, and I was acting so excited when I saw him because it was the first Spider-Man cosplay that I saw that day. I was like, oh, let's get a photo. And then he's just like, hey, I don't know who you are. I was like, alright, bye. So I feel like if he had known that Black Cat is one of Spider-Man's love interests, I think that could have been a lot better. Another tip that goes along with researching your poses is to actually practice them in a mirror, because everybody's got good angles, but everybody has bad angles. There is just going to be that one angle where you guys just know you don't look too flattering in. Just by photos that you just take in your normal social life with no costumes. You just be looking down isn't good, or looking up isn't good, or your left side is better than your right side, what have you. Know what looks good, especially if you're going to be doing a professional photo shoot and you're paying a photographer for. It's going to be so much better when you, after you get those photos back, and you're just like, I love these, instead of, oh, I wish I had practiced more. So it really helps to practice in a mirror to see how that's going to look, and to make sure you can actually do those poses too. If you're a badass fighter like Chun-Li or something, make sure that you can do those high kicks or something. Make sure you can hold them for a period of time so the photographer can click it. And tying into that is making sure that you have more than one or two poses that are your go-to, because there have been a few conventions that I've gone to where I just had one or two poses that was my go-to whenever someone asked for a photo, and then I'm going through Instagram and seeing where people tag me in their photos, or I'm just like, that's the same pose as that one, and as that one, and as that one, and that one, that one, that one, and it's kind of just these look really cool, but it's all the same photo. I don't want to keep posting these. So I learned from that just to have a lot of more unique poses, like even just subtle movements can really help. But I feel like these tips would really help with any, especially with any professional photographers that you have booked. I feel like it's really gonna help you get the best photos at that time during that small period with all your money that you're giving them. Just because, like, if you have an hour session, which is typically, I think most sessions are typically a half hour to an hour, time flies. You can do like all 10 of your pre-done poses in that like 10 minutes. That's it. Some people are very, very good, very professional, and they just fly right through because they want to get as many good photos as they can. So that's where that like cheating helps, moving very subtly. Because so then you can, when you get the photos back and they're giving you like which ones do you think you like the best, you'll know like, oh, this angle doesn't look good, but this angle looks great, so good thing you cheated a little bit. So I think that's really all I have to say about this video. I know I'm not a professional by any means, that's my disclaimer, but I feel like just based off my own personal experiences, I feel like I can help anyone that's maybe just starting out cosplaying. So I hope you guys enjoyed my first like cosplay topic on my video page, and if you guys enjoyed, leave me a thumbs up, comment below, and also if you want, comment below with any other topics you may want me to cover, or as well as I always take cosplay suggestions, so please let me know any cosplays you want me to do as well. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. Bye!